Okay, so I saw a video on a normal YouTuber that I watch that does finance related content, and he's great. Invest Answers talks about stocks and cryptocurrency and the economy in general. But he had a slide that I looked at, and he was talking through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's the wealth divide in America. I'm pretty sure other countries are probably similar, but absolutely crazy that the difference of such a small percentage of people having a huge amount of wealth, and then you have basically everyone else having like nothing. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. So the top 0.1% of people, which is literally 1/10 of 1%, right? The top 0.1% of people control almost 12% of the total wealth in America, right? 0.1%. If you include the top 1% of people, which again, it includes that 0.1%, but the top 1% of people control almost 40% of the wealth in America. 40% of all the money is controlled by 1% of the population in the United States. So you got people that are crazy, crazy rich, billionaires, yachts, multiple houses, multiple, fancy cars, the whole nine, right? You hear about the billionaires that have yachts with their own staff, and they have separate houses, and they have vacation homes, and they own private islands, and they have a helicopter, and they got a private airplane, a Gulfstream 550 or whatever. Then you got everyone else. I'm gonna get to it. The bottom 50%. So if you're in the 50% of people, if you're in the bottom 50% of people financially in America, the whole group collectively controls 6% of the total wealth. So the top 0.1% of people control more than double the total wealth than the bottom 50%. So you have 50 million people in America. Basically, what's 0.1%? 1% of 350 million is 3.5 million. So you have 350,000 people in America. Their wealth combined controls more than 175 million people. So let that set in for you, right? The wealth of 350,000 people is more than the combined wealth of 80 million people in America, right? So that's kind of capitalism for you. There's the haves, there's the have-nots, but it's crazy to think about that. You got all these people with private jets, houses, billions of dollars, and then you got the other group of people that can barely afford a plane ticket, or are living in an apartment, cannot, they got credit card debt, they can barely make it. So I thought that was really interesting, because there was a chart that showed, what percentage of people owned all the wealth, and it's just absolutely staggering. You have a very small group of people that own essentially, the top 1%, like I said, or the top 10% is basically everything. If you're in the top 10% in America, what is that? I guess it's 61%. So 61% of all the wealth is controlled by the top 10% of America. No wonder, there's a divide. You have all the rich people that, are trying to protect what they have. They don't want to give anything up. They want to use the tax system to evade paying any taxes. They're buying luxury vehicles, buying aircrafts, buying homes, buying investment property, looking for ways to basically take advantage of everyone else in society. And so I don't know. I thought that was interesting. When you're in the bottom 50% of people, which half of everyone is, right? The collective group is only controlling like 5 to 6% of all the wealth. So you have basically no chance if you're just existing in that bottom half of society. because they control such a small amount of the actual money in America. And let me know what you guys think on that. I thought that was absolutely crazy. I mean, I don't know how there's not a revolution. I mean, maybe because of the internet and people are kind of, what's the word, sedated, right? They have a lot of distractions and people can go online or just watch TV. But seeing that literally the bottom half of America controls essentially nothing financially is a little frightening. So let me know what you guys think, and you can put your comments down below. Appreciate it. Have a good one. See you on the next one.